In this video we will discuss about osteoporosis. So this osteoporosis means that uh, whenever there is a weakening of the bone, or we can say when the bone density got decreases, then the problem arises. Because of that is known as osteoporosis, and this is usually occurs uh, with aging or in the old age person. So main reason for this osteoporosis is that the resorption of the bone increases than the bone formation. What does this resorption of the bone means? Bone resorption means the absorption of the bone in the uh, blood cells or tissues, and the bone formation means the formation of the bone cells that finally take the shape of bone. So in normal condition there is a equilibrium that is maintained between bone resorption and formation. However, with age this equilibrium get disturbed and the bone resorption increases than the bone formation. That might leads to decrease in bone density with time. So let us understand how this both bone resorption and bone formation occurs. So this bone resorption usually occurs with the help of this osteoclast, and this osteoclast formation happens from hem, uh, hematopoietic stem cells. Differentiation of hematopoietic stem cells leads to osteoclast precursor, and this precursor get activated through these precursors get activated through this strontium, or we can say this rank KL, rank L, rank L, we can say uh, promote rank L signal. So when this Rankel signal gets attached to the receptor of the osteoclast precursor, it might leads to further differentiation of this osteoclast precursor into the osteoclast that might bind to the bone, and further maturation of this osteoclast happens with the help of this uh, monoclonal mono colony singles. I'm not able to recall the full form. You can go through the reference. The maturation of this osteoclast happens through the help of this CSF, and the mature osteoclast then uh, helps or leads to bone resorption with the help of this cathepsin K. So the cathepsin will take away some part of the bone into the cells and tissues. And so this is one part of the osteoporosis, that is bone resorption. Another thing that happens is the bone formation. How the bone formation happens from this mesenchymal stem cells. So differentiation of these mesenchymal stem cells leads to the formation of osteoblast precursor, and this osteoblast precursor then forms the mature osteoblast through further differentiation. And this mature osteoblast also does two functions. First, it does the bone formation. At the same time, it also helps in the osteoclast differentiation, as the rankel is released from this formed from this osteoblast. So simultaneously it will also generate several signals such as WNT signals, sacrolysis. So this will not only promote the osteoclast, but it will do a reverse function also, that is, it will uh, prevent this bone formation, as this sacrolysis will inhibit the bone sacrolysis, and DKK will inhibit the uh, this osteocyte formation, which is necessary uh, for the bone matrix or the bone cell formation that might take up the shape of bone matrix later on. So, so this osteoblast differentiation works as in two ways. First, it promotes the osteoclast formation. At the same time, it also release signals that will try to inhibit the or that will try to inhibit or stop the further bone formation by inhibiting or by stopping this osteocytes or um, formation, by inhibiting this osteocytes formation. So several strategies are being used to improve this bone formation. That is by providing antibodies that can bind to this saccharolysis, that is anti-saccharolysis antibody, so that it will not create problem for bone formation. And at the same time, this bone resorption can be reduced by providing antibodies that can bind to RANKL. And simultaneously, the cathepsin inhibitor can also be used so that bone resorption can be reduced, so that bone resorption can be decreased and simultaneously bone formation can be increased in a way that equilibrium is maintained. So it will not create problems, exaggerated problems that people observed in osteoporosis. So these are some of the strategies that we that are being uh, that are been investigated in order to prevent this osteoporosis. I hope you have understood something about osteoporosis. If you need to understand this thing in detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.